Hello, everybody out in Math 116 College Algebra Land. We're doing section 5.3. So we have a curve, y equals x cubed plus 2x squared minus 9x minus 18, and we want to find the x-intercepts. So what we're going to do is find it by factoring. We factor by grouping in this case, and we get, here we pull out an x squared, here we pull out a negative 9. We have an x plus 2 in common, so it comes out right here. X squared minus 9. X squared minus 9 factors to x plus 3, x minus 3. And we have the x plus 2 over there. And we're setting this equal to 0, because that's what the x-intercept means, that y is 0. And we get x equals negative 3, x equals positive 3, x equals negative 2. And here are the x-intercepts. Now, we already learned that the y-intercept is going to be that negative 18 right there. So the graph of the curve is going to look something like this. Of course, I do a horrible job as always drawing it, but the graph is going to look something like this. Because we already learned from before about end behaviors and what cubic equations look like and so on and so forth. Yay! Let's look at another example. Y equals x to the fourth minus x squared. So we factor out the x squared. And x squared minus 1 factors into x plus 1, x minus 1. We set y equal to 0, so we get x equals 0, x equals negative 1, x equals positive 1. Those are the intercepts. We also learned that since the x squared, since 2 is an even number, that's why the intercept here bounces off rather than going through. These are odd powers because that's the first power and that's the first power. So that's why the curve goes through the axis. But when it's an even power, it bounces off the axis, and we know that it goes up because the x to the fourth. So it looks something like this, kind of like a little bit of W. Notice it's also symmetric with respect to the y-axis, and we see that from the actual original function itself. And we did it. Yay!